Yo, chat. So I know y'all really enjoyed that last video of me reacting to Squeeze Benz, and I'm gonna come back at it with another one. So today we got a 2-in-1 video. We're gonna be reacting Squeeze Benz versus Connecticut, and then we're gonna jump in right into the most wanted drivers in New York, which is about Squeeze Benz. All right, so if you don't know who Squeeze Benz, he is a fucking crazy ass motherfucker that drives his car and breaks the goddamn law. All right, hold on, let me put this in my fucking headphones real quick, nigga. So he's in Connecticut right now. All right, let's get money, chat. Get money. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Hit that like button, please, bro. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit that like button. Right. Y'all be loving this POV. This POV is fire. Should make me feel like I'm driving that. Yo, it's dead out there. Ain't nobody out there, gang. Bro, that shit look like apocalypse happened. Why is nobody outside? Yo, now that I think about it, what about the restaurant businesses out there? Them shits might be doing terrible. Yo, this has to be like a Monday or Tuesday, bro. Because why is it so dead? Shit. Alright, we're gonna skim through this video. Okay, he's literally right in, yo, he's so bored. He went to the Stanford police headquarters to harass these niggas, man. Yo, bro, Squeeze Benz, what the fuck is wrong with you? You went to the headquarters to break the law in front of the police? Nigga revving his engine up at, bro. I'm done talking, I'm done talking. About to make a U-turn. He made a fucking U-turn, bro. Oh, niggas. He said, "Yo, suck my dick." Nah, Connecticut, I ain't gonna lie, them police out there is like, man, go ahead, bro. Just drive, bro. We don't care. Do donuts. Drive 300 miles per hour. We don't care. We're not gonna chase you. Our day was long as hell. Ain't no drivers out here, so it's not like you're gonna get into a crash, bro. They're literally following the police. Isn't the police supposed to be following them? This is different. Alright, let's skip through this because it looks boring. Yeah, he's just wilding Connecticut out. Yo, he drove inside the headquarters. The police headquarters, he drove inside of it. Oh, he got the lamb out.
Suck my balls. You're mad fucking pussy. Connecticut is mad fucking pussy. Suck my dick, hold my balls, lick my sack.
Yo, bro, this nigga is a troll.
Suck me dry! Bro. Suck me dry!
Yo, Squeeze Benz, you a bad man. Yo, do y'all think Squeeze Benz will ever get caught? Or just piss in the middle of the street? Order story. Just don't chase Squeeze Benz, bro. You're not gonna catch him. Alright, let's get right into this Squeeze Benz Tommy G video.
Do you think you've been in?
30, I think.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how wanted would you say you are?
Probably a 10. Nobody's more wanted than me.
I wasn't lying when I said these guys are wanted. Hello folks, I'm Tommy G. I'm here with the most wanted drivers in New York.
Hey, I'm Squeeze Benz. Swim team, you already know what's going on. I love NYPD. Swim team, the dream team.
So buckle up folks, this is gonna be a wild ride. One day in the safety of my home in Milwaukee, I started to get bombarded by DMs imploring me to explore these two drivers named Squeeze Benz and Where's 981. When I looked at their pages, their driving shocked me. I would describe their videos as daring, dangerous, and reckless.
By the way, chat, we reacted to all of Squeeze Benz videos, the past 2 video reactions. So if you want to see it, just go back and watch it.
I'm fascinated by the human desire to push
Make
limits
sure
and
y'all
go
like
against the
this
grain.
video,
I'm
like the
fascinated by
other
daredevils
videos
and
too.
outlaws of the world. Young men in particular love to do this in a variety of ways. Evel Knievel shot himself out of a cannon, Philip Petit tightrope walked across the Twin Towers, Alex Honnold climbed up cliffs without a rope, and fighter Darren Till cut weight until he went blind. The question that comes to mind when you look at this behavior is what compels someone to push themselves to such lengths and risk injury or death. In today's video, we investigate this daredevil behavior.
Wait, is that right? Can you actually cut weight till you go blind? How does that work? What does that have to do with going blind? Yo, comment down below if you know the answer, bro.
Form of reckless drivers who are causing outrage and fascination across New York.
Police tried to pull over a car on West 38th Street and 7th Avenue. The driver sped off, slamming into cars, driving on the sidewalk, and even hitting a dining shed.
But there's a twist in the story, because these guys don't just risk their own necks in the stunts, they also risk the lives of innocent pedestrians and the law enforcement that chases them. These guys regularly go on police chases and evade police helicopters. Today, we interview them face to face and talk morality, ethics, danger, and their motivation for their behavior. Let's dive in and go boots on the ground. This documentary is purely for educational purposes. We want to stress that the behavior depicted in this video is dangerous, illegal, and should never be imitated. And remember, it only takes one bad crash to ruin your life or someone else's.
Correct.
Please drive responsibly. Thank you.
Please do not watch these videos and try to imitate them, bro. Squeeze Benz, he been driving like this his whole life, okay? All right.
Two with the F87. Table for 2, my carbone in my section.
We wanted to know how everyday people felt about this kind of driving. We had some extra time to kill at the New York airport, so I went around showing people videos of Squeeze Benz and Where's 981
actually
driving.
care about this? No, we don't care about that. I'm not gonna lie.
I got folks taking pics, something like paparazzi. I'ma go and get the test, I don't really like the miles. Really getting to the check, but I ain't rocking no horizon.
We're on our way to meet Squeeze
Really getting
Benz.
to the
Recently,
check,
he's been
ain't
making the
rocking
news
no
for his
Huaraches.
high-speed stunts. While some people see his driving as exhilarating or exciting, there's a rising sentiment that this sort of behavior unnecessarily endangers innocent drivers and pedestrians. He sent us the address of a random parking garage and told us to pull up. This is what we encountered. Folks, we're on the way to talk to one of the most wanted drivers in New York, Squeeze Benz. This kid does stuff that makes my butthole pucker up. Pause. This guy is reckless. This guy is extreme. This guy drives
Yo, fun fact though, the people like Squeeze Benz that drive like that, don't get me wrong, there are stupid motherfuckers that do crash, but the percentage of people that crash like crazy are normal drivers, bro. You know, raging, doing all stupid stuff on the highway, getting high, getting drunk. You know, those are the people that are more likely to crash. Like, for instance, if you have somebody, you know, speeding on the highway, cutting up, doing shit, more than likely they know what they're doing, because they wouldn't be doing it if they didn't know, if you feel what I'm saying, right? So please, bro, like, I understand a lot of people in the comments are saying, oh, you being excited about him breaking the law. Of course, it's fun to watch. You know what I'm saying? Is he causing car accidents that are fatal? No, because if that was the case, he would have been already arrested, or he would have been dead. He been doing this shit for years. That 42nd Street video, that shit came out back in like 2016 or 17. So come on now.
High speed.
Know what you're talking about before you comment, okay?
Like this, and there's a reason why I'm not getting into their cars while they're driving this fast. It's dangerous, it's reckless, it's scary. Disclaimer, don't do this at home. He's kind of like a high-speed fugitive.
All right, come on, let's get to the point,
run.
bro.
Kudos to you for lasting as long as you have. But it's it. I mean, you're finished.
Come on, let's get to the point.
You know, mad people are blowing up off this, and I was just like, you know, that's just how it started.
I'm curious, like you have a Lamborghini, at one point a Mercedes-Benz, I'm sure you go through a lot of different cars. Are you going on tour and just driving people's cars all crazy? You guys getting your own cars? Like, tell me about that.
I had my own car for a bit, but then I changed it up because I did get chased a lot. So I just realized, like, you know, doing long-term rentals is just a way better route. And then obviously I don't tell these guys I'm speed bad.
Did you ever get blown up by the tour people asking what the hell happened?
They do ask, and then like I kind of just like, you know, I'm just driving the car, you know what I mean?
You mix danger, but there's also other people at risk when you do that. Innocent civilians. So what do you think about the element of danger for that?
I've been doing this since like real shit since I was 9. I used to take my dad's car out and I used to just lug out. I've been doing this for so long now that I feel like I did have some professional at it. Like, you know, niggas know like that's how I drive. There's been incidents where I've gone out with people and they try keeping up with me and they've crashed.
How fast do you go?
I mean, there's been a video on live where I've gone one-handed 210 miles an hour.
Filming with one hand, driving with the other, 210 miles an hour.
Yes.
That's insane. Did that scare you?
Not really, just to build up a tolerance of just speed.
Do you feel like the police watch your Instagram?
100%, they do.
Let's pop in the car and keep the conversation going.
Okay.
Yo, now that I think about it, the police be probably watching his Instagram just mad entertained. Like, yo, he really did that shit?
Okay.
Because I know damn well they're not saying like, yo, we're gonna catch him next time.
Am I in the high end?
Because they don't even follow him for that long. They don't chase him.
Does your mom worry about you?
I told her she don't even want to hear the things that I'm doing. She be getting scared because she know I be doing shit, like, you know what I mean?
Do you know any friends that have gotten really hurt or died doing this?
My boy, he was racing and he macked up and he hit his head and his head like split open a little bit. He needed stitches, but like other than that, nothing's ever happened.
Tell me about the camera system in New York. How hard is it to evade capture or awareness of the police?
Super easy. A lot of people like they be doing crimes with their plates on. Like, I mean, if I go and run from a cop, I'm gonna make sure I either have altered plates or no plates at all.
New York City is home to one of the most advanced camera surveillance networks on the planet. An Amnesty International project identified that there are more than 25,000 public and private cameras at traffic intersections across the city. This camera technology can capture faces and other details from up to 400 feet away. This infrastructure isn't cheap either. This camera technology, combined with cell phone tracking tools, spyware, and facial recognition, racked up nearly $3 billion in expenditures from the NYPD from 2007 to 2019. When street racers run rampant in the city, it's easy for governments to make the argument to increase the surveillance in order to shut down this reckless and deadly behavior. However, this same technology can also be used to capture the profiles of millions of civilians on a daily basis, something that is currently happening in China and that many Americans are afraid of. As technology such as AI facial recognition and high-def cameras increase in quality, this is a challenge we are going to have to wrestle with to ensure the very tech that can help keep us safe also doesn't grow too powerful to infringe upon our freedoms. What are the different penalties for if you got caught doing what we were doing?
Jail time. I'm running red lights. I'm doing more than triple the speed limit, double the speed limit. This is a lot of tickets to it.
You did a video in Times Square recently, right?
Yeah.
I gotta send it back for all my insecurities. Maybe like some work will probably clean it back. Maybe Mickey Thompson's line locked when he slide.
Oh my.
It only takes one mistake to permanently change or destroy somebody's life.
I do understand that. It's just like, we were also like, there was a lot of people, 12 o'clock in the morning, you seen in the video, like I stopped, looked around, made sure there was nobody and started doing donuts. And then when I was running the red lights, I'm not gonna lie, I was low-key bugging. I low-key know how to run red lights. I've been chased by Mac cops to the point where I could blow the red lights doing 60, 70. No, I'm not gonna
60, 70, dude. What is your strategy in getting away from police?
Hopping on the highway. These cops, like, they're not really built for that. It's a lot of real rookie cops now. A bunch of rookie cops. And these guys guys do not know how to drive on the highway.
Let's talk about how drivers like Benz can evade detection for so long. They do so by altering or covering up their license plate so the car cannot be tracked by police or the traffic cameras. Cars with this modification have been nicknamed ghost cars. Last month, a joint task force was launched between New York Governors Kathy Hochul, New York Mayor Eric Adams, the NYPD, and the MTA to crack down on the issue of ghost cars. In their first day alone, they impounded 73 cars, issued 282 court summons, and made 8 arrests. And
let me tell ya, the most annoying part about ghost cars is these niggas, they will be literally sitting in a parking spot for a year. Just imagine this motherfucker. You know New York City, right? It's a bunch of traffic, it's a bunch of cars. Finding parking near where you live is damn near impossible. Then also going to garages are expensive as hell. Like one night, if I was outside right now and I'm driving, I couldn't find parking. The garage is next to my house, bro. For one night, it is $50. $50, and that's like a small garage. If we go to the bigger one, that's like in the intersection or the, you know, in the main road, bro, that shit is damn near $100 a night. Now, of course, it is less expensive if you book them for the whole month. But are you willing to pay $1,000 for parking when you can literally park on the street for free? But no, these niggas in ghost cars want to fucking be sitting in one parking spot for their entire lives, not moving their car. So yes, I love this mayor for inserting this law and pounding all these fucking ghost cars, because these niggas don't even be cutting up in the highways. How the fuck is your car just sitting in this? Ooh.
I noticed the same thing back home in Milwaukee. The guys running through the red lights, driving the stolen cars, and driving aggressively, most of them do not have license plates. What's the longest police chase you've been in?
30 minutes.
That's a pretty long chase. How many guys do you think were chasing you at once?
I had to do like 3, 4, but the main thing was the helicopter. That was really hard to get away from. How could you get away? Luckily, it was late night. I was in the Porsche, and that shit does 210 miles an hour. So I just hopped in the highway, you know what I mean? The helicopter can only go so fast.
You go faster than the helicopter?
Yeah, they only like top out like 150, 140.
You crash into somebody, they get paralyzed, they die. Do you think you deserve to go to prison?
Yes. Obviously, I wouldn't want to be put into prison for life. If I kill somebody, that's somebody's life. Like, that's somebody's mother, brother, cousin, whatever the case is. If somebody crashed into my mom in her car and they killed her, I'd want them to go to jail. You know what I mean? Maybe not for life, but just enough to get it in their head, like, you know?
What makes taking these risks worth it for you?
They're not really risks to me, that's the thing. I don't really see them as risk. I see them as, like, you know, me just everyday driving.
You said you've been driving since you were 9 years old?
My dad used to give me his car. You know, I used to sit on his lap when I was like 7. He used to give me the steering wheel, that, and then, you know, I hit 9. He used to send me, yo, go to AutoZone real quick. I used to go to AutoZone, Home Depot, whatever the cases. Go 13, I used to start picking up my boys, and that's
But
when I
he's
started
normally
like,
swerving through the highway.
Oh my motherfucker. Okay, easy, Tiger. Easy, 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 easy. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. No more, no more. Ooh, that motherfucking made me...
Imagine me doing that.
At 100?
Yeah, that's really nothing.
How many police...
Yeah, that's how I drive, to be honest.
There's been so many times where like the boys just get behind us and they start chasing, or like it's not really chases to us. You know, they back off.
Do you think you're the most wanted driver in New York?
Between me and Where's 981, like Where's 981 low-key died down, I feel like I've taken over that spot, so yeah.
I'm sure there are a lot of young men that watch your content. What do you think about kids that want to go try and replicate this, copy this?
From Squeeze Benz himself, do not come try this.
This is something that you could get paralyzed, you could die. I don't drive like this, you shouldn't. Some people in this game take lots of risks, and Squeeze is one of those guys, but highly advise never to do this. How sophisticated is the camera system in New York?
It's getting more sophisticated now to where, like, you know, it take them probably 2-3 days to really find where you was at, you know what I mean?
How do you stash your vehicle so that the police don't trace you to your house?
I pay for a garage, I have other parking garages where I park my car.
So just like a drug dealer has trap houses, you have different...
I have trap houses, yeah.
We go, are you nervous at all?
I'm f***ing nervous.
The boys are right here.
Can I get a glove on this? They got the truck.
Bro, you know, he was about to get out of his vehicle and you were just about to smash him as he opened up his door.
I would have fucking nah, chill.
Why do you think this is
Yo,
something that
chat,
young men
comment
do?
down below where y'all want me, what y'all
Let's
want me
talk
to
about
react
brain
to
development
next.
in young men. The male brain does not fully mature until about 25, so their prefrontal cortex that assesses risk is not fully developed yet, which helps to explain the risky behavior we see in this segment of the population. There's a name for this: young male syndrome. This sometimes short-sighted behavior is hypothesized to have provided an evolutionary advantage. A 2001 University of Liverpool study found that females prefer brave males who take risks to the ones that do not. And if we go back thousands of years to being hunter-gatherers on the savannah, this preference makes sense, as a female would want the male that fends off the lion or stands to fight when another rival tribe approaches. Biologically, not much has changed in our brains then, but our technology has progressed much further, and it helps to explain why you see young men doing high-speed chases and drifting through Times Square. What's the craziest getaway story you have?
That'd be the one with the helicopter. I pulled up on the highway showing the charge. He was about to pull someone over. So I got behind him. I started playing with him. And I was recording. I got away, obviously. A week later, I started getting chased by 2-3 black Chargers. I'm looking up. And I see the helicopter above me. And I'm like, oh nah. It was only like my second ever helicopter chase, so my heart was bumping. I'm not knowing how hard these guys are gonna go for me right now. They're gonna set a roadblock up, something, you know what I mean? But thank God that wasn't the case.
Like a spike strip.
That's never happened to me. I don't need to give these niggas advice, but like, I don't know why don't use spike strips.
Is it hard for you not to be going fast right now?
Honestly, yeah. If New York really wanted to step their game up, they should put a place where people can do this and have fun in a safe environment. If you give us a spot, we're gonna use it.
How long do you see yourself doing this for?
This is not gonna be a forever thing. Eventually it's gonna turn into a brand.
How often do you drive reckless?
It's every day, but to a limit.
Let's talk about reckless driving in the United States. In 2021, there were 6 million car crashes and 39,500 of them were fatal. A survey by the insurance company Nationwide found that 47% of Gen Z reported driving faster than the speed limit, and 34% of them reported video chatting while driving. Actions like this help contribute to car crashes being the leading cause of death for American teenagers. Another concerning fact is the amount of
Fun fact, when I got my first car ever, my Honda Civic, oh my gosh, I pulled off the lot, okay? I'm driving, right? And I'm in this narrow block. I think it was like 30 miles per hour the speed limit. It was a truck in front of me. He was driving like 25. I was driving like 20, right? It was behind him. I checked my phone for the GPS. I wasn't even texting, bro. I checked my phone for the GPS to make sure I was going home the right direction. All I hear is, "Dude!" I was so pissed, bro. My first day. Bro, I'm talking to the nigga. I'm like, yo, bro, my shirts is already too high. I really don't want to report this. Please don't report this. He like, no, papi, I'm not gonna report. I'm not gonna report. It's okay. Your car is damaged. My car is not, because he had a truck. So when I macked this shit, it didn't do no damage because the Honda Civic is a sedan. It's small, right? But my shit was fucked up, bro. Like, first day, bro. That shit pissed me off, bro. I miss my Honda Civic.
Pedestrians killed by reckless driving. In 2022, there were 7,500 deaths in this manner. In New York, vehicular manslaughter is a felony that carries a steep sentence of up to 15 years. We took 2 Polaroids, they're fresh off the press, still developing. We're gonna put them in 2 random people that buy merch in the next 48 hours. 2 people will get Squeeze Benz, Tommy G, Polaroid photos. RIP Mainstream Media, Big Dog's gotta eat. Hope to send this to you. Available on Patreon only are the wild and extended cut versions of the interviews with Squeeze Benz, including one right after he got finished with a helicopter chase, extended cut interview with Swim Team, and more. This is some good shit. Patreon.
Yo, chat, y'all think he charged for his Patreon or not? Let's see how much his Patreon is. Let's see. Does he charge? Join for free. Yeah.
We find ourselves in another parking garage meeting with New York driver Where's 981 and his crew, the swim team. Swimming refers to the driving technique where they cut up, weaving in and out of traffic to get where they want to go. They've gained a lot of notoriety online, and I wanted to talk to them to learn more about them.
The faster you go and the more dangerous you drive, the more views you get.
Alright guys, we're pulling up to meet the swim team.
Now when you cutting up, you low-key have to drive fast, because if you drive slow, somebody's gonna hit you in the back.
So like, I guess it's like a teacher. I would teach you how to float, and then it just turned into like, you know, we started cutting up and stuff. It was almost like we were swimming through traffic, and they'll call me like Michael Phelps, so we're swimming.
How fast do you go sometimes?
I'm hitting 150 every day. It's easy to hit 150, bro. Like, it's triple digits no matter what. Your 50, 60 miles an hour is my 100.
Have you had any near misses?
Yeah, of course. People come to me like, oh, how do I do this? How do I do that? I'm not going to try and teach you how to do it because of the simple fact that someone can get hurt. Thank you that I have not hurt anybody. It's like shooting a gun in an open field. Like,
wait, who is this?
If you hit somebody and they get
this
really
is not
injured
Squeeze
or die,
Benz.
what should be the punishment you think?
I'm going to jail 1,000%.
Yeah, it's worth it. Why?
It's not worth it. That's the thing. I can't justify it, you know?
What's it like being in a high-speed chase?
Your first time, it feels crazy, bro. It's like you're like you're scared to go home some way, somehow. You make it home. You have a little bit of a tough night of sleep that first night, and then you make it to the second night, you make it to the next night, they never come. After that, you get numb to it, you know?
What are the laws in New York for chasing people? Because I know in Milwaukee, oftentimes they don't chase you at a certain speed because they know it results in civilian deaths a lot of times when the chase happens.
It depends on the cop, honestly. I've seen cops where one of my boys, this dude is going off-road in New York, and the cops following him off the road. It just takes that one, you know, that one cop that's just ready to be like, alright, I'm coming for you, and it's over.
What does your mom think about this?
I bring my mom to work and going 150. She didn't get scared in her.
Okay, yeah, this is not Squeeze Benz, because he asked the same question to Squeeze Benz previous. So this is the swim team. So this is most likely Where's 981. This is low-key like federal. I'm breaking it down. The police is probably breaking it down better than me, but come on, Tommy G, you gotta cover that nigga eyes a little bit better than that, gang.
She knows I'm a good driver. Like, she got mother's prayers, of course. She's gonna always pray for me, make sure everything works out every single time, but she's not too stressed.
You created swim, right?
I wouldn't say I created swim, so it started off as a joke between me and someone, right? Floating, swimming, and then we're like, why does that sound kind of nice?
So I'm here with...
We're going for this. 350, where's 981? Oh.
And I'm Tommy G, allegedly.
That's the nigga that I was talking. Nigga said I took my mom
Who
to
out of this
work
group
at
is the high-speed
150
specialist?
This nigga right here is like nasty on the track. This nigga right here, he's a nasty old no. He can slide, drift, go fast.
What's the fastest you guys have ever gone in a car before?
170?
170?
Yeah, 183. 192.
That's life or death speed. What makes it worth it for you to put yourself in that position where you could go to the afterlife?
Keep in mind, Squeeze Benz said he drove 210 miles per hour with one hand.
Not careful.
That's tough. Squeeze is different, gang.
If I die, I die. And I'm not living life like I want to die for me. I'm not trying to go outside and die, obviously. I never, like, hopped in a car and went that fast off-rip. It's kind of like, I got used to it, slowly, you know, building up, like, a tolerance to the speed. If you're watching this and you're a driver, then you know what I mean when you feel the rear wheels through the seat of the car.
You're super in tune and in touch. It's almost like the car is an extension of your body.
You have senses from the seat, the steering wheel, the audio cues, how loud the engine is, if your tires are squealing. You have so many cues in it, and it's really up to you to take all that sensory input and be able.
But it's so dangerous when you drive like a smooth car. Like there's cars like, for instance, the Lamborghini Urus. When you drive and say you're not looking at the speed limit, you're not looking at the speed that you're driving, bro, you could be driving 100 miles per hour. You wouldn't even know. Because it's so smooth. Now, if you roll it down your windows, of course you're going to know. But if it's rolled up, you listen to music, you driving, bro, you're normally going to drive 100 miles per hour in a Lamborghini Urus. So it gets kind of dangerous because, for instance, if you're driving 200 miles per hour, it's probably going to be feeling like you're driving like 65 or 80. You know what I'm saying? So
to like drive properly. It's like, we're not trying to do this shit forever. Like, we genuinely want to hop on the track, just go crazy. It's just a track it right now. It's expensive and people are shutting the tracks down.
Do you guys know anyone that has crashed or died or gotten injured doing this?
Crashed for sure, but nobody that's really crashed. No one ever crashed today. If anybody were to seriously get hurt or crash or anything like that, I think it'll end it for everybody. I think we don't stop.
There's a risk of hurting someone that's completely innocent. Someone could be on their way to work. Someone could be going to pick up their kid from soccer practice. Like, how does that factor in your driving and what you think about when you drive?
I don't ever force nothing. If I get left, I get stuck. I get stuck. You know what I mean?
What does that mean when you get left?
If I'm following 91 or I'm following float and they think it's cut I can't take, I'm not taking it. When we swim,
yeah,
we swim for each other. We drive for each other. We don't drive for ourselves.
Yeah.
I know exactly how each one of them drives and how I drive. So God forbid someone has to hard brake, the cars behind are already braking and looking for openings so we're not rear-ending each other.
Have you guys had any near misses?
Of course, yeah. But there was this one time where he took a cut. Right after he took the cut, it was either I fit the cut or I'm gone. It's funny saying this, but we're not criminals. We have real jobs. We have insurance on our cars. We pay for our cars. Like, people think, oh, it's daddy's money. Like, that should be pissing me off, bro, because I did work hard as for this shit, bro.
Do you guys' moms know about this?
She knows, and she tells me every day to stop. And I tell her, look, I'm trying. We have a brand swim team, right? We're not trying to cut up reckless 24/7, bro. Like, we got a 5M service coming up, a Settle Corsa service coming up, and honestly, like, we see the community, we see the love people you guys are giving us, and we're not gonna take this and just, throw it all away. It's like one of those stories we're trying to create where the bad guy kind of wins.
What do you say to the people that are like super pissed when they see what you do? They're like, that's reckless, it's selfish, it's dangerous, people could die. What do you say to those type of folks?
Honestly, bro, you're right. I agree with them, bro. I don't even argue with them. I don't argue with them, bro. I don't argue with them either. When people look at accidents and they see like us cutting up and like racing through traffic and a whole bunch of dumb stuff, they see it as not precise. Like, they're thinking like we're just out there and we're trying to crash. We're not trying to crash. If anything, I would argue that when we're on the road, we're actually paying attention to the road more than anyone else.
More than anyone else on the road.
Another thing is drinking and driving. And like, we don't ever be under the influence ever behind the wheel. And I'm proud to say that. But
tell me what's going through your head.
That's like I told y'all in the beginning of the video, bro. These dudes do not drink and drive, bro. They're not even smoking and driving, bro. When they behind that wheel and they decide, let's swerve, let's cut up, let's swim, let's float, whatever they want to call it, bro, them niggas is locked in like this. Like, really focused. You feel what I'm saying? A normal, typical driver, they're like this. They may be on the phone, maybe sending a text message. Some people deadass just don't know how to drive, and somehow they still got their license. And no, all of those people are those are the people that are crashing on a daily basis. Those are the people that are causing the most fatal accidents.
In the police chase, how do you get away? What are you thinking about? Are you trying to go a few streets and take an exit? You got a hideout? Like, how do you evade police in this type of situation?
hold on, don't give out too much sauce. You gotta bring your home.
There's people that might watch what you do and wonder how the police have not caught you yet. What is your answer?
I mean, truly, the way that we don't get caught is to stop being dickheads. New York has a no chase policy. I can say this because I've been, like, at least in swim, at least, I got into the most out chases, right? And I'm not saying it because I like that. I got the worst luck, bro, to be honest. Got the worst luck of it.
I wanted to know what the legal perspective was on what swim team, Squeeze Benz, and all these other New York drivers were doing. What were the legal ramifications? How much jail time could they face? And why is it that they were so brazen about continually doing this? I talked to my guy Nate the lawyer to figure out more about this. He's a lawyer that runs a YouTube channel and breaks things down regularly. This is what he had to say.
My name is Nate the lawyer. I'm a former prosecutor and a former law school professor. And what you've just seen on screen is known as reckless driving. In the state of New York, you could serve up to a year in prison if you recklessly drive. Reckless driving in New York is simple. It's if you drive in a manner that, quote, unreasonably interferes with the free and proper use of the public highways or unreasonably endangers users of the public highway. Reckless driving is prohibited. Every person violating this provision shall be guilty of a misdemeanor, meaning you can serve up to a year in jail. If someone is injured or killed during the act of reckless driving, you could find yourself facing some serious charges.
Dangerous and disturbing exclusive video of young people driving their cars recklessly just before one of the cars crashed and killed 2 people.
Now, this driver was charged with manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide. He's facing up to 10 years in prison. If you are doing something that you...
Wait, hold on, let's read this.
And killed 2 people.
Now, this driver was charged...
Okay, it says the NYPD says... Oh, this is in the Bronx. Look, I'm skipping over things. New York police have made an arrest in a deadly crash caused by reckless driving in the Bronx. By the way, I am from the Bronx. I live in the Bronx. The NYPD says 23-year-old Enrique Lopez was behind the wheel of a vehicle when he lost control and hit a parked oil tanker on Sunday. Wow. 2 passengers in the vehicle, 15-year-old Sabrina Gomez and 20-year-old Javante Robertson, were killed. Another passenger, 17-year-old girl, remains in critical condition. Why would you drive like that with a 15-year-old and a 17-year-old in your car, bro? Like, you are a stupid yo, bro. Give this nigga life in prison, bro. Damn, that's sad, bro. According to the NYPD, Lopez was doing donuts in a parking lot. At the time of the crash, Lopez was arrested Thursday and now faces a number of charges, including manslaughter, criminally negligent, a homicide, and endangering the welfare of a child. Man, that shit is so sad, bro. Like, why would you do all this with a 15-year-old and a 17-year-old in your car, bro? And now because you did that, you made 2 people die. A 21-year-old and a 15-year-old.
Charged with manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide. He's facing up to 10 years.
And why is you giggling about that? This nigga should be serving life. You took the life of 2 innocent people and injured another person that are all young.
If you are doing something that you know is inherently dangerous and could get someone killed or hurt, and then you do it anyway, that the law finds to be reckless and criminal in some cases. Driving a car 90 miles an hour in a 50-mile-an-hour zone is reckless. Someone could get hurt, someone could get killed, and if someone does, then you are on the hook for that homicide. There may be no fear of repercussions because of New York's bail reform law.
How often do you guys get nervous doing this?
So I started racing super nervous, especially when I used to run. And the reason I started running is not because I don't like cops. It's simply because it got to a point where I couldn't afford the tickets anymore. Because I was getting singled out for no reason. The speed limit is 50, right? So I would be on the Bell Parkway and I'm going 70, 75. I'm doing the same speed everyone else is doing. However, when the state trooper sees everyone else and me, they single me out because I'm in a white Porsche. So then they think I can afford the ticket, but in the beginning I could, but then that shit started stacking up. And if you're gonna say, oh, then just don't speed, I wasn't speeding. I was just keeping up with the flow of traffic, right? And then I just started running one day because I just couldn't afford the tickets anymore. And then it just started from there. I was super nervous at first. You gotta count lawyer fees too. After the first time, I only got nervous one more time after that. And that was only because I got taken to the hotel.
How many people were after you?
Oh, about
15 cars?
Yeah.
Do you guys had to get away from helicopters before?
I never had to. Thanks God, honestly, but I feel like I don't have to do in that situation. Oh yeah, I know what to do.
Has the news reached out to any of you guys?
Oh yeah, of course. Bro, I ain't going front. This is crazy. I'm like 87. I'm like 87 News at all. Because they reached out to me about my content and they still posted after I said no. I don't like that. But yeah, this man news article about us and everything.
So news reporters have reached out to you guys. They DM you, they email you.
Famous birthdays hit me up.
Okay, so Ali Bauman from CBS New York.
Yeah, she gave me advice. Yeah, I was like, I mean, I just never responded.
What made you say no to her and yes to me?
Honestly, bro, you're not a cop. Yeah, you're not a cop. You're not associated with the law. You don't have an ulterior motive. I genuinely feel like you're not going to try to paint a bad picture with it. And we've seen your videos, we've seen the work you do, and the type of, honestly, you've interviewed people that do worse stuff than us. Yeah, so it's like, come on now. If you were keeping them safe, there's no reason why you wouldn't keep us safe, bro.
To me, it feels really fun to have no journalistic background to be beating them at their own game.
Yeah, definitely. Bro. Honestly, bro, when you're an authentic person, you go far in life.
I feel like people in our generation just don't trust the news. They've lied so many times that their credit's gone with us.
No, yeah, definitely. Honestly, bro, I've been getting more accurate shit from TikTok.
Facts. Low rotated tracker. Yo, and another thing, yo, I know a lot of people watch my reaction from all over the world. Just know, bro, be very careful. If there's ever a situation where Tommy G wants to interview you for any crime that you do, please, bro, be very careful about what you say. And if you're gonna be on some hot shit and really pop shit, show guns and flash guns and talk shit, make sure he blurs your face out. Cause there's been people that been getting locked up because of Tommy G. He be having niggas incriminate themselves. You know what I'm saying? Telling everything to Tommy G on camera. And then, of course, by the way, Tommy G always asks these people, do you want me to blur your face? Do you want me to hide your face? Are you sure you want me to post this? Are you sure you want me to edit this out? Nah, keep it in, bro. I'm like that. Like, I want the world to see what we do in this side of town. And now you're locked up, dumbass. So be careful with that.
Range Rover Sport, I'm on the Jackie doing tricks. Keep swimming, got the paddles in the ship.
Let's meet the swim team and let's hear their specialties.
Float, swim team, you already know.
And what's your specialty?
My specialty is floating. All I do is float. That's my name, that's what I do, it's everything.
Do you feel like you have to look over your shoulder doing this kind of stuff?
I always look over my shoulder. I'm always not anyone. I would say I'm kind of camera shy, but like my specialty is like I do a little bit of everything. But when it comes to like the you know, the corporate side of things, you know, the brand and stuff, like I'm basically like the brains behind that whole.
Wait, so you're trying to turn this into a video game?
I mean, we already kind of did. It's a game, so it's called Assetto Corsa. So basically, we host servers, and you just gotta take the link, hop on the server, and if any one of us happens to play on the server, you get to drive with swim risk-free.
Whereas 981 and his team are well aware that a lot of his fans are young males that might try
I have to check that shit out,
and knowing that is incredibly dangerous, his team has done something so you can join them in the safety of your home. They built this online Assetto Corsa server so you can drive, swerve, drift, whatever you want. All you need is a computer, internet connection, and it's recommended you have a steering wheel. Details to join the server are in my description. Do you think you're wanted by law enforcement?
They definitely know about us. I mean, me specifically, I have no clue. If I am wanted, I'm sorry. I don't hate NYPD, I just don't want the ticket.
So what do you go by?
Brick 250 or Brick 50, either one is fine.
And what's your specialty?
Well, right now, I think the fans would probably say my specialty is probably police chases, cop chases, and stuff like that. But in my opinion, I think drifting though.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely following him.
Honestly, bro, I lost count probably because I posted at least 30, I think. So I think I have.
You have at least 30 police chases on the internet right now.
Yeah.
Why is this worth potentially going to prison?
No matter how you look at it, it's not worth it at all. Me being how I am as a person, bro, it's fun, bro.
Who are you?
So I'm Reaper.
What's your specialty?
I'm more of a low-key swimmer. I'm not really making videos and stuff, but you know, if you know, you know.
Do you have any little brothers?
Oh yeah.
If they wanted to get into this, what would you tell them?
I'm a hypocrite, bro.
Yo, chat, if y'all want me to do this too, comment down below. We can go through their reels and their videos that they post on IG and make like maybe like a 10-minute to 15-minute video of them just swerving on the highway and floating. So just let me know. We could do it.
I wouldn't recommend this part.
You don't recommend
They got a lot of
this is a
videos
question
too.
For the whole group.
Some of them are on YouTube, but most of them are not.
I say if you do it right, you could probably go a year to 2 years where you have to swap the car if you're smart. But you could do some dumb shit in one night that makes you have to swap.
What do you go by?
My name's Billy.
And what's your specialty?
Honestly, the fans kind of know me as Lester. I guess I would say that's if you get in trouble, you can call me. I'll help you with your situation.
So what makes this worth doing?
It's not worth doing.
Wait, hold on. Let me get his IG real quick. The Unbreakable M2. Yep, I need to follow him as well because if I get in trouble, I need a Lester to call, man. I need it because I'll be floating too a little bit, not going 200 though, not even going 150. I'll be floating on like 80 miles per hour. You feel what I'm saying? You can still float 80 miles per hour. Just know what you're doing, bro. I'm not motivating anybody to do it. I'm not influencing anybody. It's just me. I'm a guy that's always late. And I hate that for me, bro. It's like I be trying to be early and I end up still being late. Then it be mad traffic in New York City. Then I be like, nah, I'm making it on time. So then I have to cut up, swerve up, float, everything.
Bring it home without hurting yourself, hurting anybody else, or damaging any property.
Tell me how you think about taking on risks.
risks or financial risks.
Do we care about this anymore? I've been talking.
The story of Icarus comes from Greek mythology, and it recounts the tale of Daedalus.
What does this have to do?
Action, but know your lane and know when to sit out. And this is something I'm sitting out for.
Also, the story of Icarus, when you have black wings and you fly too close to the sun, never feel like you got it on lock 24/7.
The story of Icarus comes from Greek mythology, and it recounts the tale of Daedalus and his son Icarus, who were imprisoned on the island of Crete by King Minos. To escape, Daedalus fashioned wings made of feathers and wax for him and Icarus. Warned by his father not to fly too close to the sun, Icarus disregarded this advice. As he soared higher and higher, the wax melted, causing his wings to fail, and he plummeted into the sea and drowned. This story serves as a cautionary tale warning against the dangers of overconfidence and recklessness. And this story, I think, is very relevant to Mr. Squeeze Benz.
My son Stolen couldn't make it, but he wanted to say what's up to y'all, feel me? What's going on, y'all?
Anything you gotta say for the camera, brother?
One team better than all of them. Shout out my son Jolly too, he couldn't make it. Yeah, so you asked us these questions. What do you think of swimming?
So here's the thing, I think danger is good in somebody's life, but when you endanger someone else while you're having your own fun, that's where I'm iffy about it. Yeah. I admire the courage, I admire the bravery, but when other people's lives are at risk, to me it's like it's a hard battle, you know what I mean? Like, if I lost a friend because someone was just having fun on the road, I'd want to kill that guy. I also, as a young man who does dangerous things too, get it. But I highly advise you, don't try it out.
Do not try it, bro, please. We already have enough stupid ass drivers there is, bro, please. Drive normally, drive safely. It's not worth risking your life.
B-roll of their cool cars. But while waiting their turn, a couple of them decided to do donuts in a parking lot where there were many families. Because of this, the police were called, and in a few minutes, an NYPD helicopter arrived on the scene. This is what happened next.
Yo, we got a dip in a second. You seen that, right? Yeah.
Hello folks, I'm Tommy G, here with the most wanted drivers in New York. Look, they're peeling out. Folks, I wasn't lying when I said these guys are wanted. Well folks, I think it's time we get out of here. Stay safe. Realize that the choices you make can impact other people. There's dangerous things you can do that just impact yourself. When it impacts...
Notice how Tommy G didn't hop in a car with them. He hopping in his little Honda Civic or whatever this is.
Scared civilians?
Yeah.
We should probably get out of here. Let's go. I'm conflicted with this video, folks, because a lot of young people are going to think this is cool, and their brain is not developed enough to realize the risk to other people. And I feel like you gotta pick and choose your battles. And like, while it is exciting, statistically, eventually, someone is gonna crash, someone's gonna die, someone's gonna get paralyzed, and the game that sounded so fun is not so fun anymore.
Exactly. And just to piggyback off what Tommy G said, please, just understand, if you do decide to do this, understand the repercussions behind it. You will do at least a year in prison if you get caught. You will put your life at risk, and if somebody else is driving with you, like we seen in the video, you put their life at risk, and they're more in danger than you are. It's always the passengers that die, never the driver. You feel what I'm saying? So please just be very, very careful. Drive the regular normal speed limit. Do not go above it if you don't want tickets. You know what I'm saying? So all right, that's all. Peace, love. Comment down below, hit the like button, hit the sub button, and follow me on Twitch. I'm here every single day live streaming, baby, and we out. Peace.